Expectations, I think, probably influence our lives more than what we realize at times. So, what got me kind of thinking about this was, in terms of income, different people have different expectations for income. And it makes a huge difference in what they consider to be a good opportunity and what they consider to be a bad opportunity. So, if your expectation is that you should be able to work a day and make $150, and then a $200 a day opportunity is going to sound fantastic. It'd be great. It'd be like hands down, absolutely. I'll for sure do that. If your expectation is that you can make $2,000 in a day or $200,000 in a day, and then there is zero chance that you're interested in making $200 a day. So that's the difference in expectations. Now, usually there's some basis for those expectations, right? Based on our past experiences, and variety of factors, right? So, I think about expectations too in the sense of sales. It seems like salespeople who expect to sell more do sell more, and I feel like our expectations, there's a sense in which we kind of convey them to each other. It's like we're conveying information to each other through our expectations that are not always explicit. Sometimes they're communicated in ways that maybe we're not conscious of, but they're still there and they're influencing each other, influencing the other party. They have done, studies, or at least they've tried this where, they've told students, unbeknownst to the professor or the teacher, hey, fully engage with this class. Act as if this is the most amazing stuff you've ever heard in your life and that you're so excited about it, something like that. And so when these students did that, they discovered that the teacher responded to their expectation, if you will. Now, in their case, maybe they weren't truly expecting it or knowing if it was going to be great, but I would say it'd be very similar to what you would get with an expectation sort of influence. And it seemed to make so the teacher really did a really terrific job. And I remember somebody saying that at a Bible school that a group of students tried this as well. I think there was a class, I think the teacher was I don't remember, was the teacher not perhaps reputed to be a really interesting teacher, or was the subject matter a little dull? I don't remember what the reason was they decided to run this experiment or try this out or whatever. But they said, hey, let's act, or let's engage as if this is a really great class. And they did, and they had a really good class, I think. So it's pretty crazy, what you can do with expectations. You think about, let's say there's a person in your life, and they've disappointed you in the past, or you've had other people like them in your life that have disappointed you. And so your expectation for this person now is very low. It's very negative. And the other person can sense that. And very possibly they're going to start responding to you in negative ways because they're sensing that negative expectation that's coming from you. So kind of crazy stuff. And then the reverse to be true too, right? People who expect other people to be nice, to be friendly, to be giving, I think on the whole, they probably receive more of that from people because they expect them to. I think there's an interesting difference maybe sometimes in terms of confidence. So let's say you're in a negotiation of some type, or you need to ask someone for some help. If you expect that it's totally normal, or your default is that it's normal to ask for help, and you expect that people will generally help you, then the chances are pretty high that people actually will. So pretty interesting. That could dramatically change the trajectory of your life and your career. So pretty interesting how our expectations can be really influential in how other people around us respond to us.